Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. And by the video title, you know what this video is about. And if you're new to the channel, on this channel we do sports, a lot of sports stuff, mostly football and basketball because those are my favorite two sports. I might cover some college football here and there. College basketball, once it start up, I might cover it here and there as well, but mostly, NBA, NFL, maybe sometimes the NBA basketball occasionally here and there, as rarely, just kind of like in the big moments of things. But mostly, NBA, NFL. My favorite team is the Steelers, and my favorite team is the Miami Heat. So you might see a lot more of that content. But you also see a full coverage of me doing weekly reviews and weekly picks on the NFL, and also weekly reviews and weekly news on the NBA stuff. So if you like that, subscribe to the channel. Get into it. But this right here is, as you see from the video title, it's about the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat. If you look at their record, they're 2-4 right now. They're the 8th spot right now in the conference of the Eastern Conference, and they just gotta find a way to get better. Just find a way to get better and find a way to improve. We've seen them blow a lot of leads. So even the first game they won of the season, they won one last night against the Wizards in a little in-season tournament thing. They won the first little group battle against the Wizards, and they had a 20-point lead. They blew it down a little bit. They still finished with the lead, with a solid lead, but they kind of blew the 20-point lead, and that's kind of been a recurring thing. The fourth quarter collapses. We've seen it in the first game against the Pistons. They was up 19 points in the fourth quarter, and then they kind of took their foot off the gas, and then you see the Pistons come back into it, and the Miami Heat just happened to hold off to it and win by 1 point. And then the following game against the Celtics, you see the Miami Heat had I think it was 13, 15, I think it was 15-point lead. 15-point lead against the Celtics at 1 point. And then they kind of let their foot off the gas. And then we've seen them they kind of came back and got the lead again. And then the fourth quarter, they kind of collapsed. You can't go 2 for 14 in the fourth quarter. And then you look at against the Bucks. The Heat had a solid lead. It was on par with the Bucks like that. And then the Bucks kind of just shot at a cannon, and the Bucks was up by a lot. The Heat climbed their way back and clawed their way back to get back in that game. And in the fourth quarter, when the game got real close, when they was back in it, they just couldn't get it done, couldn't buy a bucket. And then you look at the game against the Nets. The Heat had a good lead. In the fourth quarter, collapsed again. And this past game against the Wizards, they had a lead as well. But the fourth quarter collapse happened, but they still managed to hold off with the win. So the Heat just got to find a way to play a complete game. Just play a complete game. They look very well in the first half and the third quarter as well. They usually call it the third quarter because they usually be the third quarter they mess up. But now this year, the fourth quarter, they're starting to kind of mess up and kind of get out of sync, and a lot of turnovers. Last night they had 20 turnovers. You cannot have that. They still won the game, but you can't have 20 turnovers. You got to be able to move the ball efficiently and effectively. We've seen guys like Tyler Hero go out there, ball out. Tyler Hero's been playing at a high level this season. He's averaging 25 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. He almost had a triple-double last night. He had 24, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. Tyler Hero's playing at a good level. Jimmy Butler, he played all right. He played pretty good yesterday. I think he was 7 for 11. He had 22 points. I think he played pretty good yesterday, but he got to start getting it going too. The main thing about the Heat is really just the injuries. The injuries and the fourth quarter collapses. They start getting healthy, and they can start actually, playing a complete game. They can probably get back on track and start winning and start stacking up and start building up wins and getting in the rhythm, so they can start going on a little run and stuff. But I think Bam Adebayo is playing at a great level too on both sides of the court. This year, offensively, he's taking more shots. He's playing more aggressive in the rim and the paint. And him and Tyler Hero are looking very good and very promising, looking like all-stars to start the season off. I know just first 6 games in, but they're looking very good. And what I like about Tyler Hero too is he went out there and guarding. Last year we seen Tyler Hero get better in defense, but this year he playing better defense, getting those steals and just jumping in pass lanes, putting his body out there. They say he added some more muscle in the offseason, and he's not afraid to attack the rim either. He used to settle for a lot of shots too. Sometimes in periods when sometimes you get on the cold streak and you keep trying to just settle for shots. He's been finding a way to get to the rim, finding a way to draw contact, get to the line. Tyler Hero led the league in free throw percentage last year. He was the best free throw shooter last year. So Tyler Hero, if you get to the line, most of the time he's going to be money. So I'm liking the way that he's kind of improving. But it's only 3 guys really. So it's only Jimmy, Bam, and Tyler Hero who are balling and show that they can go out there and ball and do the things. But we need some other guys around them to step up. Kyle Lowry, He's a little older. I know he can't give it to you every night like you want to, like the consistency of scoring and assisting the ball, the playmaking and stuff. But you got to go out there and at least give more of an effort and be more efficient too as well in scoring. Caleb Martin is still kind of banged. He's still banged up, so he really came back and hit some type of ankle injury. And then we seen Josh Richardson, the one game, I think yesterday he had 10 points. So he had 10 points. The game before that, he had about 6 or something. So he can kind of get back in his rhythm a little bit. He can be a solid guy for us off the bench. Yami Yaquez, he's a guy who has potential too as well. He had 9 points yesterday. And I feel like once he stop settling for just the jump shots, he start being able to get downhill and do some of the things we've seen him do at college. We see him do it in the NBA a little bit, but if he start getting downhill and start just attacking and start using his craftiness just to score, kind of like the Jimmy Butler, Jimmy Butler, instead of selling for a lot of jump shots, he'd get downhill, use his craftiness in the paint, some head fakes, some shoulder fakes, that footwork that Jimmy has. Yami kind of got a similar play style to Jimmy Butler, so he started doing some similar stuff like that. He can probably get his scoring up and get his playmaking ability up as well. Thomas Bryant has been a nice, solid addition as well. He's been playing pretty good interior paint defense and rebounding and being able to stretch the floor too as well. So the Heat got some guys there, but I still feel like they need to go and get a point guard. Once we get a point guard and once we get a power forward as well, I think we'll be back on track. But that's all I got for this video today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.